So, first topic of the day is the opportunities and challenges for SMEs. Let's introduce the guest for today.
Okay, our guest is the managing partner at Cheng and Company Chartered Accountants, which is Malaysia's largest homegrown accounting firm. Very good morning to Dr. H.H. Chua.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. Opportunities and challenges for SMEs. Now, small business are increasingly facing competitions not only from their peers, but also from large corporations. How can we empower them effectively to overcome these challenges?
Okay, maybe I start a lot of opportunity there. I think recently our Prime Minister Najib just launched a SME Master Plan from 2012 to 2020. So inside that there's a lot of opportunity, and you can see also our current so-called recently we have a so-called competition for the SME SMI to see the top 100, and you see the top 3 industry. The first one is constructions, and the second one is business services, and the third one is F&B. So whoever like to so-called took this opportunity, these 3 industry is wonderful. From the survey, SME, SMI, these are the most fast-growing industry for the SME and SMI. And then we're talking about in terms of the challenges, there is many challenges that just now Jasmine had mentioned, that how to so-called compete with a large corporation and also thing. So I would say that there is also for the SME, SMI, they themselves have to be well prepared. For example, I just quoted an example. We see a lot of listed company in Taiwan, especially in Taiwan. Almost 70% of the listed co are SME, SMI. We say, oh, why so surprised? Why SME, SMI? But they is because they have to go through the competition, they have improved themselves. And we also found out that all these listed co, if they are the manufacturing arm, they must use the ERP. They must use the PMR, the product management, life cycle management. That means that they have a full internal control to guide the whole process. This is how they can compete not only among the peer, they also have to compete in terms of international platform. This is one of the challenges. Our Malaysians SME, SMI have to well prepared if you want to compete, not only the peer, not only in Malaysia, in the world. You have to improve all the processes, improve the internal control and also things. I think, for example, if you say someone will question you, okay, this particular order, this one container, how much money you make, do you know? I think a lot of SMEs say, oh, I do not know. Please ask my accountant. I think this is wrong. There's a wrong way.
Power to the accountant.
You're right. You as the boss, you should know, or as a product manager, you should know. I think if you have all this internal control system in play, you have all this ERP in play, you just press a button, pop, okay, this one can go. I make 10,000 US or whatsoever. These are the thing.
I see.
Okay.
Now, doctor, right, like it or not, monopolization actually prevents market entry for the SMEs in certain industries, for example, telecommunications. Now, is there any solution for SMEs to be able to penetrate these markets?
It will be a tough question in the center, because one hand you talk about the monopolizations, and the other hand is a huge capital. The SME, SMI, you are not ready, you don't have that capital. How am I going to compete? You need to have a technology, you need to have a talented staff, you need to have a capital. So for the SME, if really want to go into this kind of a so-called capital intensive or technology, high-tech industry, last time we said you can't. You have to find the way how you grow your company step by step. Allow me to say example again. Fusicon, this Taiwan company, if you're talking about 20 over years ago, it's a small little company, a backyard operation in Taiwan. But today you look how can grow so big. It's a family base. It's just because they have a funding. Funding from where? In Malaysia side, our SME, SMI, or most of the businesses will depend on the bank. You know bank well. Bank want to lend money to you. First thing is to make sure, can you pay? If you can't pay, no way. The second question will be, hey, what is the risk for me? Because I only charge you a couple of percent. So how and this SME, SMI go if you don't have a good track record, you don't have all these things? See, then I say, back to this Fusicon example. it already go for listing. Therefore, they can raise a lot of fund and interest free. It's bond, zero rate bond available for if you are the listed co. So for the small little SME, you can continue raise your fund. Then from a very small company become a large company. Fusigon have been grow since the time they listed is more than 16,000%. Acer, another example, it grow more than 7,000%. These are all the real example. And look back, who are them? SME.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
So it's fun.
Funding is one. How about help in terms of technology? I think a lot of SMEs, they know that the government is very open to giving them funds, giving them grants, even banks, and we do even have SME banks and a lot of other companies helping SMEs. How about technologies? As you say, if they were to enter telecommunications, and they have to be very keep up with the pace of from other countries and so on. Is there anybody that can help our SMEs with technology information, so-called?
Okay, I'm not so expert on that this technology, but I will just try to answer. I always say that if you continue improve yourself, it's a CI, continue improve yourself and enhance, and also think end the day you should have that kind of a level to enter in this technology. So from the government, I think government do a lot of things. Now we're talking about green technology. We think a lot of things special. Bio, for example, the government have been approved more than 200 over. A company and a special fund have been a grant, not fund. It's a grant in the sense that you take it, you expand it on the development. Don't need to pay back.
Yes.
So, but all the SME, you have to tap on all this opportunity. Government have a fund there, government have the rule and all the regulation there. You have to put the effort, you have to apply. You can't wait the government put the money into your pocket. Am I right?
I see. Now, doctor, talking about money put in your pocket, yes, it's true, right? This Malaysia's SMEs sometimes experiencing difficulties in obtaining loan from financial institutions or even the government, because probably they are labeled as high risk category, not as established. So what can these SMEs do, right, in order to obtain funds to sustain and actually grow?
Yes, we do experience, especially low state, we do experience to help the SME, SMI. SME, for example, you want the fund. The banker will look at it, where is a proposal. So from the step one, give me a proposal. Okay, proposal not only on the background, on the past record, how about the future? And how about you compare with a competitor? The swap analysis. So a lot of things. So what I try to say that SME, SMI ready, if you can't do it yourself, fair enough, because you are SME, but there's a lot of professionals around you, you should work with them. People like us as accountant, and a lot of other people also can help and to come up with a proposal and come up with a vision, their mission. A lot of SME, you ask them what's the vision, what's the mission. I don't know. I only know one thing: make money.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so how can I, as a banker, risk myself to give you a loan of which you only try to make money? Make money can be many ways. Along is also a way of make money.
Yes.
So it doesn't work. I mean.
Okay, what is your advice to all the SMEs out there who has tried and failed? So some people, they feel that I have a bad record. I've tried, I opened a company and it failed. So what is the first step towards establishing yourself into maybe venturing into another company or building yourself up?
Yeah, starting immediately.
I would like to, I think this approach in that matter. This also to do, you see, all is to do with the risk and the profit. So the bank for the past, they can't rely on the so-called the only on the business risk. So they want to reduce their risk in terms of giving out the loan. So they really look at the who capability to pay back. So end up will be the rich people, those with more money will end up can get more loan. People who need money forever, you can't get the money. to tap on the question saying that if you got a bad record in the secrets or whatsoever, forget about it. They say, oh, I can't give it to you. So now we look at our neighborhood. For example, in Australia. In Australia, if you borrow a loan and you do business, if you fail, okay, automatically 3 years you discharge from the bankruptcy. You start your business again. So that means that the bank lend money to you is not only to you, it's to the project, to the business you have. Okay, I quote another very basic example. If I'm a Malaysian, I'm a 60 years old, if I want to buy a house, the bank will say, oh, loan, maximum I can give you maybe 5 years or 10 years because your age. But in Australia, if you're 70 years old, you want to buy a house, can you obtain the loan? Sure, no problem, because they're not only looking at you, the property itself, they know there is a value. So you see, the whole perspective are very different. You Malaysian financing or the institutions are target on the particular person, not the business, not the property. If the bank say, oh, I got a property, can you lend money to you? No, we don't want your property. We want you to the payment capability. Prove it to me. Can you pay? This is tough because I don't have money. That's why I need to borrow. I got the opportunity in the business. If you don't support me, who's going to support me?
I see. Now, Doctor, two more issues regarding the financial institutions. Right? Now, what's your viewpoint on this? First of all, the slow approval process, all right, and secondly is the perhaps lack of expertise in SME banks in evaluating the financial applications.
It's also this one. You see, how to say that, in the sense that the bank side, you are talking about process is normal. Some of the bank, they have their own KPI. If you're SMB bank, I can say, okay, the processes is KPI. I don't want to name any bank or a bank on it. They say, okay, as long as you submit your project paper, within 2 weeks, we give you a feedback. There will be a good KPI, good start. Then of course, the next question will be, if you really don't have an intern, you have to, maybe you could consider the outsource. I believe that in this industry, a lot of people were able to evaluate the risk and also think it can be done. Important is the initiative of the so-called
applicant.
Okay.
That's me itself. All right. So outsource the risk management, risk assessment process.
Where can people get more information for in your company before we end the show?
Okay, of course you can go to our www.chengco.com.my. We practice in such a manner. Our business model, whatever you want to do, on top we make sure that we got a specialist. Then only come now to the SBU, Strategy Business Unit. Then the customer service is a one-stop professional center. Then the business development people in front of us.
There you go, Malaysia's largest homegrown accounting firm. Cool.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay guys, so again, a lot of advice from Dr. Chua for all the SMEs out there. It's something that you should take opportunity of. Yes, and take example of Taiwan and of course other companies in Malaysia that has been in terms, what do you call that, homegrown names. Homegrown names, yeah.
Exactly. So this is the land of opportunities. Like Yasmin mentioned, make the best of it and get yourself a high income pocket, right? So